name. Start with the name of Allah, who is most merciful and beneficent. My name is Mohammad Bilal. My roll number is 2K18IR/100. Today's my topic is France internal policies between the Interwar period. After the World War I, France became victorious but extremely damaged and exhausted from the both sides of East and Northeast. Her casualties in the war were more than of those other Allied powers. Their towns were turned down into rubble. The 1/10 of the country is in ruins. The factories and mines were destroyed. Farms turned into wilderness. All this demanded a determination on the people of France to put their country on pre-war footing. And the work was done with remarkable speed. The country expectation that a lot of money will come from inspiration from the Germany also encouraged that unfortunately, the France suffered throughout the period between two wars from the defect in the political system. There were too many political parties and groups, and the result was their ministries were unstable. There was corruption all around. This state of affairs continued France even after Hitler came into power in 1923 and began his arms. Even after Hitler, the leaders of the various political parties continued to fight and failed to prepare the country for a war against Germany. The French internal policy is mainly focused on the security. They have very huge amount of threat and fear from others powers such like Germany because they impose very hard and humiliating restrictions to the Germany after the World War I. They want their pride and their land which France had snatched from them, and France have a very huge fear of this, and all of the ministers and prime minister president are focused on the security, but they also have problems in their own countries. Very huge amount of groups and political parties in their countries fight with each others, and that's why their security has affected a lot, and their ministries were unstable. Their foreign minister changed day by day. Mainly, hardly their ministers stay 1 year or 2 years, and they change them. And the prime ministers and prime ministers and the president also such like that. Their prime minister, their president, in all the time of World War I, Raymond Poincaré, and Clemenceau was the prime minister when the term of office of Poincaré expired in 1920. Clemenceau offered himself as a candidate for the presidency, but he failed, not elected in 1922. Poincaré became prime minister. He stood for strong action against Germany, and it was the tenure of office. But after this, no one could stand for longer period against the people and the political parties, and this affect the security of the France. Germany before Hitler very big and in hard position. After the Hitler came into power in January 1933 and started his countries and prepare an army to start a war. And this was a very huge threat to the France because their attitude of after the World War I and before the World War II. After that, Germany had alliances from other next to next countries, and they want to attack France, but they started from Poland. Thank you.